Whenever I get the chance, I come out to a place that's got beautiful views, scenes, a great scenery, and I allow my mind to wander, and I allow myself to disconnect from what's the typical rush of everyday life. And it's in those moments when I get to think about the season I'm in, the experiences I'm having, the life I'm living, and the significant things that have taken place. Um, and one of the things that I'm sort of thinking about as I make this video is how much difficulty I've overcome that at the beginning or the onset of those difficulties, I didn't think I'd make it through. And the one thing that I learn about myself, and I learn as I look in retrospect, is that every time we're about to face a difficulty, or every time we're about to go through what we call a difficult season, we almost always never think that we have what it takes to get through it, or that we have what it takes to make it out of it. And I'm starting to realize that that's by design. It's by design that you never think you're going to make it through whatever difficulty you're facing. It's by design that you have no, or you feel like you have no resources to counter the magnitude of the challenge that you have to walk through. And that's the other thing. You don't get to escape your challenges. You must go through them. If you don't go through your challenge, and if you don't evolve or learn or become the version of yourself that makes it to the other side of your challenge, you never leave that classroom. That challenge might wear a different face, but you're going to have to keep repeating that exam until you take it and pass. What that looks like is specific to your life situation, but you must always have the mindset that every difficulty, every experience, not just difficulties, but even good experiences, every experience comes to your life to deliver something to you, and to deliver something or to reveal something in you. And that takes me back to what I started out by saying. I'm looking back at all the things I've gone through, and I'm remembering how I didn't think I'd make it out of those situations. And the interesting thing is I'm standing on the other side of those circumstances. Some of them are not fully resolved, but we're significantly, or can I say I'm a significant distance away or further in from where I started. I have a whole song about that, A Long Way. You're not where you started. You've come a long way now. You've come a long way, my friend. You've come a long way. It's been my top song of 2024 according to Spotify Wrapped. Check that out. But the point I'm trying to make is, I think I've gained a mindset. I've gained the formation of a new mindset, one that is more realistic, more accepting, more more receiving of what comes my way and who comes my way. And by that, I mean, I'm asking better questions. What am I learning through this? Who am I becoming? What are the weaknesses I'm seeing in myself? What are my low moments? What are my high moments? Why do I call them low moments? Why do I call them high moments? What are the things I want to gain out of my experiences in life? Who do I want to become on the other side of this? If I find myself saying things like, I can't wait for this to be over, why am I saying that? What if the thing that I'm experiencing is not just there for me to endure, but for me to evolve through? Because the reality is there are some circumstances that come to change you. And only through those circumstances will you change. I've experienced some family difficulties, or rather some difficulties in my family. Let me say that better. And whilst I would never want to go through the experiences of having to handle the complexity of those situations, it's not lost on me what I've learned through those circumstances and who I've become in the process of going through those circumstances. So I'm saying all this just to encourage you to not just look at your difficulties and be afraid of them, or to not look at your circumstances and think they're there to decimate you. They're actually there to improve you. Yeah. Take that with you and do something with it that'll help you become the version of yourself you're yet to become.